breaking news today.
Please subscribe and then check notification box to get all breaking news alerts.
They caught him. Enjoy prison. This is just unbelievable on every level. The United States Justice Department has now announced that an ex-CIA agent suspected by FBI investigators of helping the Chinese intelligence dismantle American spying operations and identify informants in China has finally been arrested. In addition to this stunning revelation, it's also been confirmed that the way this former officer managed to act in favor of China's interests is the most disturbing detail of this case, which involves the FBI and their corruption that runs through the core of the organization. Since the agency took 5 years in executing actions against the suspected spy, it gave him 5 long years in which he had more than enough time to successfully sell multiple batches of classified U.S. intelligence information. But what appears to be one of the most curious details about this man is the fact that he decided to travel to the States back in 2012 in order to live with his family in Virginia. During that time, agents of the Bureau searched his luggage during hotel stays in Virginia and Hawaii and were able to find 2 small books which contained classified information giving the identities of CIA assets in China. But what's perhaps the most disturbing part of this whole saga is that after being questioned by FBI officers in 2013, this traitor was actually allowed to return to Hong Kong. This is something the treasonous anti-American Barack Hussein Obama administration should have never let happen. But now this traitor came back to the States, where he has now been arrested. And to add to the mystery, no one seems to understand his motive for his return. If he had prior knowledge, he would be arrested the moment he got off the plane. Conservative Daily Post reports. Just in, Obama FBI gave arrested CIA officer 5 years to sell classified material to China. Sources Guild. The FBI lasted 5 years in executing actions against the suspect, a time in which this person successfully sold classified information. Yesterday, the Justice Department announced that an ex-CIA agent suspected by investigators of helping the Chinese intelligence dismantle American spying operations and identify informants has finally been arrested. In addition to the way this former officer managed to act in favor of China's interests, one of the most revealing details of this case involves the FBI. After all, this agency lasted 5 years in executing actions against the suspect, a time in which this person successfully sold classified information. Naturally, the collapse of the spy network represented one of the worst intelligence failures in the history of the United States. The name of the ex-CIA officer is Jerry Chun-Sheng Li, a 53-year-old man who was quite useful to the Chinese regime. His arrest capped a strong FBI inquiry that started in 2012, just 2 years after the CIA began losing its informants in China in the most mysterious way. When this situation was taking place, the main question was how the Chinese intelligence managed to get the agency's most dearly held secrets and the information of so many sources. Why the Bureau refused to arrest Li after originally finding the classified material in his books remains unclear. James Comey was the FBI director during that period. At the time, some intelligence officials concluded that there had to be a mole inside the agency that was exposing its list of informants. Other intelligence officials believed that the Chinese regime managed to hack the agency's covert communications. This one was used to communicate with the foreign sources of information. Apparently, Li has been living in China since 2007, the year in which he decided to leave the